What I'm doing today is I'm inspecting all three hives to make sure that they survive throughout the winter. The first hive here is the hive that had the laying workers from last year in my YouTube videos, and I bought the queen from California. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a brood frame, and on the outside of that brood is 1 day old eggs, which tells me the queen is still laying. Everything looks good so far. You can also see on the corners of the frame, just on certain spots, there is a little bit of capped honey. And what I'm looking at here, those are 2 queen cells. There's no queens inside, no eggs or anything, so there's no indications yet that they want to swarm or any stages. It's just noticing that it's a healthy hive. Okay, so on this frame, again, there's some brood, but as well you're going to notice some bigger looking brood, and what those bigger brood is drones. And drones are the male bees. They're harmless. They don't have stingers or anything. Their main goal is just to mate with the queen. And there's a lot right there. And that indicates to me that they're on an early stage of wanting to swarm. So I'm definitely gonna split this hive later in the year, and I'll make a video on that as well. Here's a better look at the drone cells. Alright, and here is the queen bee. She's marked green, and green indicates 2019. So she's about a year old. This frame here is a little bit of capped honey around the corners, and bee bread, which is pollen, which could be several colors, but in this case it is dark and light yellow. Really pretty. Alright, moving into the white Apimaye hive, the one that swarmed into the Apimaye hive, looking at some capped honey there. See here is a really good brood pattern from the queen that swarmed into the hive. Really nice, with a little bit of capped honey on the corners. And then I noticed a queen cell, which nothing was inside. It was empty. Alright, on to the next frame. And there she is, the queen. Gorgeous looking. This queen is not camera shy. She is looking for cells to lay eggs. What I did here was move all the frames in the center of the brood box, so they would want to draw more comb out to the right side and left. Now we're looking at my 5-chamber Apimaye hive that I had over winter as well, and I extracted some honey from this hive because it was really big. And there's the queen as well, so all 3 queens survive winter. Yeah. This is some of the brood pattern from the big hive, and I noticed that it was in the 3rd chamber, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to swap some chambers around later, which I'll make a video on that as well. I just needed to get a queen catcher. And this is capped honey as well, and it looks a lot darker because I'm assuming it was from fall time, because it's been in there for a while. Really good honey. What I did is the queen bee is in that 2nd chamber on the ground right now, which this is the only hive that I did that to. It was a big mistake. I shouldn't have. I should have like a queen catcher for her or something next time I do this. That's why I'm going to make another video, so I can do it to all my hives, to be able to swap around the brood, so the brood's in the 1st chamber, because most of the hives it's in the 2nd chamber right now. So I'll have to go through the hives in a week or so again. But yeah. Alright, so I inspected all the hives. Everything looked great. I'm putting everything back together. This hive looked great as well. Got a little bit of honey out of it. You know, I'm like, woohoo, yeah, great day, blah, blah, blah. Just closing everything up, you know, as I did with all the other hives, you know, properly, and just checking it all out. Everything was clean. And then, right as I put the lid on, I look at my honey frame and I'm like, what the fuck? Right there is the queen bee on the frame, and I try to catch her. I got her in my hand. She's all like agile, boom, on the other frame, flying down. And I try to grab her again, lift the frame in the air, big mistake, boom, she's in the air. I just tap her down real lightly. Lost her for a moment. I'm like, where the heck is she? Great, there goes the queen. So I walk around. Luckily, I didn't step on her right there. Like, wow. Turn around to get a glimpse, and there she is on the ground. Just, everything's okay. She's walking real fast, like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, oh, I grabbed her. She's still moving around, real healthy. I took a glance at her right here to make sure she's in there. She's okay. She's crawling around. Like, oh, this is a little different. And I quickly put on that lid out at any point now, and then I'm going to put on the roof, clip it, and I'm just going to wait around for a little bit, and then I'm going to unclip that roof to make sure that she's not in there or anything. And luckily I got her and everything is a-okay. But man, what a scare at the very end. I was panicking, like, whew, all that work, and there goes my queen bee just chilling on that honey frame. That was so scary. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Don't be afraid to hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a good day, weekend, everything. Peace.